Jim from Tech Buzz, back with another video and another phone in to review with the rest of our list. We've got the Oppo Reno4 Z, which is just launched in Ireland. And Oppo is a brand people will be familiar with outside of Ireland, but they've got the Reno4 Z and the Reno4 Pro. So there is a big difference between the prices. The 4Z is $379 and the Pro is $799. But the thing is here, it's the 5G aspect that the phone is at. Plus you've got the 8GB, 128GB version here. 5G is not something I'd be jumping on personally at the minute, but again, in a year, maybe a little bit more, it is going to be a bit more available and better for everybody. But again, the phone is future-proof. We're seeing a lot more devices coming in with 5G now, but a lot of them are highly priced, but this one certainly isn't. So let's check it out first. So this is the box, and we will take off this sleeve here, and just like that. So what do we get inside? So first up we get this sleeve here, and we have the SIM removal key. We have got the instruction booklet here, there's a few of them, and your warranty cards and all that. And straight away you get a case out of the box, which is excellent, which is always nice to see, because third-party cases are very hard to find for devices at immediate launch, and even from the manufacturers themselves. So that's good to see. So we get the device next. We'll come back to that in a second. So in here we get our plug, and you can see the Oppo branding there, which is nice. And you have got your charging cable there, which is USB-C, and you also get some earbuds thrown into the mix as well, which is nice. Something again that's being left out with a lot of manufacturers, let alone the plug with Apple. There's a phone for $379. You get a nice plug and cable, and you're paying 900 quid or more for an iPhone. You don't get anything like that at all, so it's a bit of food for thought regardless. So on to the phone. So on the phone here we've got dual 5G mode, 120Hz silky display, dual lens front camera, 48 megapixel ultra wide quad cam, 8GB and 128GB. Okay, so we'll take off all this. So it's got this really cool blue tint, really nice, and it's got the camera setup on top, quite similar size to the Pixel setup, and it feels really nice to hold in the hand. Excellent. And you've also got a screen protector on it there. You've got your cameras up on the front, if you can see them, and you've got the Oppo branding down on the bottom there. It's a really nice colour, as you can see there when it reflects off the light. I've not seen that colour too often, and I like this colour here. So you've got your fingerprint sensor on the side. Up top you've got a mic, on the side your volume toggles and your SIM tray. So there's the keys there, you can see them slightly raised, and there is the camera hump itself on the back, and that is slightly raised as well. But as you can see, with a lot of phones today you get a bit of rocking with these big massive humps. This isn't moving at all until you really go up to the top there, but if you're texting, you're going to be texting down here, so it's not going to really affect you. But then again, when you put the case on, which we'll show you what it looks like while we have it there, and doesn't want to go on. There we go. That eliminates everything there. All solved. So you've got your hump protected there, and your ports all accessible on the bottom, and there is a slight little lip on the front, more so on the corners, as you can see. If you just get that in a bit closer there, you can see the hump on the corners there. So that's nice. So that means you got your device face down, which is excellent. So next up, what we'll do is we'll power it on and have a quick look around the UI and so on. Okay, so we're back. We've got the phone turned on and we're going to have a quick look at it now and go through the OS and that. So first off, feeling in hand, really light, really good, really thin, even with the case on. So I like that straight away, and it's got a good build. So just to get the specs out of the way, because people get fed up with talking about them continuously. So you've got 18 watt charging, you've a 4000 mAh battery, Gorilla Glass 3 Plus, you've got your fingerprint scanner, you've got face unlock, and you've got a Snapdragon 765G chip, MediaTek Dimensity 800 with a 60 megapixel plus 2 megapixel hole punch selfie, which is up on the front. And we'll just grab that up here now. And you can see that there up on top. These hole punch cameras don't bother me at all, but some people don't like them. So on top of that, then you have your 48 main camera with an 8 megapixel ultra wide and 2 megapixel mono plus retro 2 megapixel as well. So you've got all those features there, and you've got a 120 Hz 6.57 LCD FHD plus screen. So when you open up here, you slide up from the bottom. You have your menu keys here in the bottom. You've got the recent tasks here. You've got your back key here, but you can change them. So you can swipe down here from the top then to have a look at the rest of the settings. And you have your settings icon there. So you've got your airplane mode, SIM card, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, wireless connection, notification status bar, display brightness. And that's only down there. So we want to bring this up a bit more. So as you can see, it'll give you a warning with the power consumption. You've got your dark mode, your eye comfort, auto rotate, adaptive sleep, and your screen color temperature there. You've got your refresh rate there, so you have auto select, and you have 120, 90 and 60 Hertz. So that's pretty nice. And you've got your font display, screen display, and you have that in there, so that's cool. Right, so we go back out onto the home screen. So if you swipe up, you can get your app drawer here. So in here you've got WPS, Office, Chrome and Play, and you've got the other apps there. So you've got, let's see what kind of stuff we have. Your assistant, calculator, calendar, camera, Chrome, clock, clone, phone, compass, contacts, drive, your own Facebook, file manager, files, game space, your Gmail, you have your Google Suite in there more or less, your music and anything else. You've got Soul Loop, weather, videos and podcasts and all that kind of stuff. You've also got this sidebar here, like you see on quite a few phones these days, and you can of course edit that in here by picking in here. Okay, so if we go on to the camera, let's have a look at the settings. So in here we have got night, video, portrait, more, and in more you've got Pro Expert, Pano, Time Lapse, Sticker, Google Lens and Slow-Mo. And that's your Pro Expert settings in there, which you can obviously mess around with. Yep. And we go back into the camera again. And in the video, you have got them, and you've got your beauty mode there as well. You've got your selfie camera there. Up here, you've got your other settings, and in here, you have the settings here. You've got your shutter sound, fingerprint, location, flip selfie, grid, video resolution. Let's have a look. So you can go up to 4K, 1080p and 720. And slow motion video resolution is 1080 and 720. Pretty nice. So in the photos, what do we have in here? So up here you've got your frame rate timer, 48 megapixel there, HDR, flash and so on. And in the settings there, we have got your grid, AI, scene recognition, the watermark. We'll put this on because I like to see that the phone is actually being used for review. So you got your location and you've got your date. We've actually put in Tech Buzz Ireland just to see what it looks like when you're taking your photographs. Date and time you can put on as well, and your location. So your flip selfie is there again. You have a touch to take photo. Your video code in there, you've got H265 and 264, so high efficiency will reduce video size, and you can restore the defaults in there. So you've got a night mode as well, which is nice, and you've got this little icon with a tripod on top, and you've got your frames there. So you've also got your timer and you've got your settings again, so pretty nice. So that's just a quick first look at what's on the device there. It's a pretty smooth enough experience. And up here is your quick toggles. So you've got your Oppo Share, Eye Comfort, Power Save, and of course you can change these at your own will as well. Also you've got your bar here for your brightness, and here's how you edit them. You just drag them around like you would on any other Android device, which is pretty grand and handy. And that's pretty much it for a quick first look on what's on the device. Just run through again here just to see. In here for your security, you've got your biometrics, you've your fingerprints and your face and your lock screen password. Again, up to yourself which you want to use. Your battery. So you've got power saver options, so battery percentage, I'll turn that on. And your some information there. So no issues found at 41%. Convenience tools. So you've got your Wake, Google Assistant, power button, navigation buttons, smart sidebar, gestures and motions. So in here you've got your screen gestures, gesture screenshot, raise to wake, auto ear pickup calls and so on. And your navigation buttons, as I said, you can swap them down on the bottom. Some people prefer buttons and some people prefer just to use the gestures and so on like you have on iPhone, which you can now do on Android. Again, that's up to yourself. I'm fine with either. Of course, you got your digital well-being in there, so that'll give you up a list of what you've been using and so on. Your software, about phone, app management in here. You have your app cloner, games place, your split screen, which is good, user accounts and Google. So that's pretty much all there is in there. And your display brightness here, we've done this already. You've got your adaptive sleep, decal warmer, and your privacy, app permissions, display over other apps, find my device, payment protection, file protection, advanced emergency SOS, app lock and kid space, and lock screen, other security features there. It's your secure keyboard, prevent screen captures. So you might have noticed that with some banking apps you can't take screen captures on some of them, but you can on iOS, but not on Android. For some reason you can't. So you can restrict access there, and then you can also restrict background access to the camera and mic, which is cool. So it's nice little security features there. And that's really as much there is to talk about the user interface and experience. You've got your Google Suite in there, which is excellent. Your Play Store. Let's check out what the speakers are like. So we'll check into my account. So we do not get a copyright strike. And we'll put this up at full whack. So nice and loud and clear. Hello, this is Jim, and up next we've got the ULG Tower, which has 18. So it's a single mono speaker there, and if you zoom to fill there, you can still see that notch. But again, this depends on what you're watching, but you can see the clarity on the screen, which is excellent. So you can control what's powered on and powered off by a simple switch. Really excellent clarity on the screen. Straight away you'd know it's that now just from popping this video on here. You can use use it.
And
pretty much anywhere in the house.
Very, very nice indeed.
Stuff kind of gathered in one area, it's an ideal situation for yourself. Or you have a corner with lots of plugs in it. This will give you a bit more better management overall. And it's a pretty nice product, simple to use, and that's about it. So we're going to go through it now and show you how I got it used at home. Hello, Jim.
So there is the video playing there now. Again, it's pretty nice indeed, and overall pretty nice, and the speakers are sounding fairly well. It's the same, it's just a single foreign speaker, a mono, but however, it does a good job with the setup it has there. So that's just a quick first look and UI walkthrough. So we're going to take her off, get some pictures and videos and all that kind of stuff, and we'll have a full review coming soon after the break. So it's going to be a couple of days. It's the 13th of November today, which isn't a great day if you're into those superstitious dates. So again, there's your, you've got a clear button here to clear all the apps. And you have that nice little effect there as well, which is really nice, these little sound effects. So we'll see you shortly.